Civic Center TV salutes West Bloomfield area businesses with The Biz, where local entrepreneurs share their unique insight and knowledge on a wide variety of subjects. The Biz is produced with the support of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. It's time now for The Biz.
Pets are often members of the family, and their health and well-being is just as important as our own. In this edition of The Biz, we visited Scrubbers, a self-serve dog wash and grooming facility, to learn about why pet hygiene is so important.
Hygiene is important for our pets because it's important to keep our house clean, to keep your dog from smelling. It's also basic maintenance for your dogs.
And keeping your pet clean is important for you as well.
Hygiene is very important for pet owners so that their house is maintained and cleaned, so that there's not hair all over the floor, so that their floors aren't getting scratched up, so that the owner is not getting scratched up.
When talking about pet hygiene, it's important to note that not all breeds require the same care.
There are a lot of different breeds that need different maintenance. My bulldog Lola needs her face wrinkles cleaned out every night. She needs her ears cleaned on a regular basis, and she has a tail pocket that needs to be medicated on a weekly basis. There are other dogs like Cocker Spaniels that tend to get yeasty in their skin, and their ears can grow bacteria. There are dogs like Labradoodles and Golden Doodles that grow hair, and they need to be brushed on a regular basis. Otherwise, when they go to the groomer, they tend to get shaved because they're matted. And then there are dogs like Labs that really just need a bath every 8 to 12 weeks. Get all that hair out, clip the nails, clean the ears, the basics.
And we asked Nikki just how often you should bathe your furry friend.
It depends on the dog. I would normally recommend every 6 to 8 weeks for the everyday pet. Dogs roll in stuff, dogs eat stuff, it's just for maintenance purposes to keep a clean dog in a hair-free house. There are other dogs that need baths every 2 weeks. There are some dogs that don't need a bath, but every 6 months. So it really depends on the breed, and it's important to do your research before getting a dog.
Don't think it's all soap and bubbles. We got the do's and don'ts of bathing your pup.
Don't use human shampoo. Do not use dish soap. Do not use anything that does not specifically say it's for pets. A lot of shampoos and soaps have sulfates, have agents that will dry out the skin, that will give them infections. People don't realize this. I would also say when you're bathing your dog, regardless what you're bathing the dog in, you have to make sure that you're rinsing the dog completely. Otherwise, a film on the dog forms and it can create infections. A lot of people that bathe in the tubs will use cups to rinse their dog, and a really hairy dog, you're not going to get all that soap out of the dog. So it's very, very important to rinse your dog completely so that there is no residue left on your dog. When bathing your dog, I would say it's important for the temperature of the water to be between 75 and 95 degrees. You don't want it scalding hot, but you want it comfortable for you. A little lower temperature than what you would normally bathe in. It's very important that you blow dry your dog if your dog has a lot of hair. A lab, a pit bull can get away with just a good towel dry. But with a thick coat, that's when hot spots form if they're left really wet, or they go roll outside while they're wet.
Is your four-legged friend not too fond of bath time? Don't worry, you're not alone.
I would say, the dog that hates getting a bath, it's a struggle for everybody, not only the pet owner, but it's also a struggle for the groomer. A lot of times the dog will respond better to the groomer because they know what they can get away with the owner. So sometimes the option of dropping that dog at the groomers so that you don't have to see the dog in distress, so that the groomer can kind of calm the dog down in an environment that is completely different than home and being with mom or dad.